So today we're going to make the most requested recipe. So it's chicken biryani. So for these ingredients, just have a look on the screen what ingredients that you need for this recipe. So it will be like a 4 servings and preparation time will be 10 minutes. So the cook time will be 40 minutes. So now we're gonna start cooking. So let me go through the ingredients that you need for cooking. So I have the chicken here. So when you're cooking in the house, you normally cook with the bones. So if you prepare that, it's okay. But today I removed the bones because we wanted to be quicker. So for today, so I don't want to bore you for the show. So I just removed the bones, but still I'm using the chicken drumstick that we have. And also here. So the reason why I have to explain this recipe or these ingredients, it's because some of my friends in the Philippines normally don't get this kind of ingredients. So this is the cinnamon stick that I'm using. So I'm actually using 2, but for the chicken, I'm using 1 and 2 Bayleaf and also Star Anise, I'm using 1, and this cloves here, I'm using like a lot of cloves for today, and cardamom here. So I think in the Philippines you can have it, you can check it on Shopee. I think my sister checked it on Shopee, so she has those ingredients when she make this recipe. So you can have that. And also for our powder. So I call it like a masala powder that we have. So what I did is just I mix a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of garam masala, Madras curry powder. You can have it on the ingredients list that you have. So you just mix it all together. I do that. So I don't waste a lot of containers that you have. So what I do at home, I usually put it in large quantity and just label it on your container. So it's for biryani. So that's what I do at home anyway. So, and also I'm gonna be using a lot of onions, of course. So I use like 2 medium size of onions. So I just chop it, just chop it. And we are using also a plain yogurt here. So of course you can have all the yogurts that you will be needing in the market. And also this 2 pieces of tomato. So I just cut it here. And also you see how many ingredients that we need. Remember I told you a while ago we need 2 cinnamon. This is for our rice later that we put on the biryani, the chicken biryani. And also I'm using this fried onions that I make. So it's just easy to make the fried onions. What I do just to maintain the crispiness of the onions, I just squeeze it. You know, when you slice the onions like this way, so and put a little bit of salt and just squeeze it. So you will remove all the moisture there and start frying it. That's how you get the crispy onions. If you want to request for this recipe alone, I can always show you guys. So there's no problem with that. So now we will start cooking. So we have to cook our chicken first and later our rice. But by the way, for now, let me show you the rice that I have. So I have here the rice. It's been soaked for like 30 minutes. So before you start to make your biryani mix or chicken biryani with this rice, all you have to do is just soak it in the water for 30 minutes and start cooking. So it's just easy to get the fluffy rice when you soak it before you cook it. And it's so easy to cook it. So you don't have to wait for like 20 minutes or 15 minutes to cook this rice. It's because it's been soaked for a long time. So the texture is different already. So you just have to be careful not to break it. So I'll leave it that. So now we're gonna start cooking. So if you have any question that you ask, I will just go through your messages later. So we will start cooking now. So in this pan, just heat it into medium heat. And we are using cooking oil today. So you can always cook with ghee if you want. But for now, we are using the cooking oil that you have, because some of the subscriber was telling like they find it hard to buy ghee on the local market, especially when you are in the Philippines. So cooking oil will be fine. So I'm just gonna show you how to do it with the cooking oil, and also it will be the same taste anyway. So we will start. So my pan is ready. Then pour the cooking oil in the pan. And always have like an extra water in the bowl with you guys. So when you wanted to have like to water the chicken that you're cooking, it's always there. So I normally just put it on the side if I need it. So it's just easy to have everything that you need on the same place. So that's what I do. Just put it here on the side. And now for the first part, we're gonna be putting all these dry ingredients here. So just gonna put it in the pan together. So it has to just cook this one until it's fragrant. So I normally do. So once it's fragrant, then you start pouring your chopped onions. So I'm gonna start putting my chopped onions here. So onions is very crucial on this recipe. It's because you wanted to have like the taste of the onions, you know, it has to be very brown. So just leave this one until it's brown. Of course, it smells really, really pungent. So, but then again, when you cook this one, or when you eat it, it goes well together with our recipe. So don't worry about that. So just cook this one until it's brown. Here, I will just leave this. And what I do is I will just put a little bit of salt here, just to release those ingredients from the onion. So, and mix it up. So we just leave this one until I have like a brown textures from the onion, and then start putting some of the rest of the ingredients. So here, just leave it. So we will go back to our dried ingredients here, the powder. So I hope you get all the ingredients that you need. So it will be on the description down. So the amount of the ingredients for this recipe, it will be like a teaspoon each powder that I put. I hope you check that out. So usually at home, I usually put in a big jar. So whatever I need, like to cook biryani, I just label it like this is my biryani mix. So it's just easy to do that. So all you need to do is just take your time to do it, and you don't need to buy in a packet. You can always buy in the packet in the market, I think. And in the Philippines, I think in the Shopee also, they have in the market. But you have to be careful buying those. It's because it's kind of salty. So when you do it, so if ever you use that one, just don't put salt more. I think when you make a biryani with that mix, just don't put any salt on it. Don't season it because it's normally salty. So it's just better to just buy like each of the powders that you need. So at least when you need it, it's always there, and you need for another curry, it's always there. So it's cheaper than to buy in those packets. But unless if you cook like once in a while for a biryani, then you can buy it. So just easy. So I think our onion is quite brown. So let me put our, so we will put our ginger and garlic paste. So for these ingredients, you can always go for the fresh one. So you can always chop the ginger, or you can always chop the garlic, it's okay. But if you have like ginger garlic paste itself in a jar, just do that. So I'm just gonna put this as well. See, it smells, you know, the smells of this, it's really good. So it smells all over the room. Gonna put this in a medium heat. I'm gonna burn it. So here. And the next one is we're gonna put this tomato here. So we just make sure our tomato is tender. Then we start putting our powder in. So just put this here. You see it? Here. I do is I just cover it up for like 1 to 2 minutes until our tomato is tender. So if you have any question that you can ask, you can always type in. Hi, so I'm just gonna check our attendance for today. So I have Tina, Joy, of course, Ochi. Ivor is watching. Hi, Ivor. So if you miss a biryani, so this is the recipe that you can have. So just check our tomato here. So this is looking good here. So at this point, we're gonna put our masala powder. So it's here. So we will put all in. So I'm just gonna grab like 3 tablespoons of water. So at least it will mix up. So remember when we make our curry, I normally don't put a lot of oil in the pan. So I just get like a water and then just put it. So it's just easy to go for water instead of putting more of cooking oil. So water in, just gonna put a little bit more. It's like 2 more of a tablespoon of water. So, and now we're gonna put our chicken. So, putting our chicken here. So we make sure that our chicken is covered with those flavors that we put. You see those? Those are nice flavor. So I didn't put salt yet. So later we're gonna salt this up. But until then, we just try to mix it all together here. So this is actually cooking so fast since we are already removed the bones from the chicken. So we just put a little bit of water again here, and we just need to simmer those. So here. So now, just gonna try to cover up this until our chicken is a bit tender. So what I do is, I'm just gonna get rid of this for now. So you can always make your biryani on your likings of the chicken. So of course, we wanted to have like chicken biryani with some bones, so you can always do that like I told you a while ago. So since I just want for you to get through these ingredients, so we want it quickly for you to do it. But when you do it at home and you have your own time, of course you can always do that. So for now, we just prepare our rice. So let me show you the rice that we have. So what I do with this rice is, I'm just gonna flavor this. So I'll be cooking this rice with these ingredients here. So I'm just gonna flavor the rice with this cinnamon stick. There is 2 bay leaf again, and also cardamom, and also cloves. So we wanted to flavor our rice. It's because, you know, when you taste the biryani in the restaurants. It's always fragrant and it's always tastes good and it's always flavorful. So we just gonna do that. So it's always easy to do it at home, but you think it's so difficult to do, but when you try it, it's just so easy. So it doesn't take much of your time. So we will do that. So what I do is in a separate pan. So while we wait for our chicken to simmer on the other pan, we were gonna make our rice here. So just put the pan into a medium heat. Of course, then we're gonna need our hot water. What I do, I just make the water hot a little bit here. So in this pan, we will put like a little bit of cooking oil. It's around like 2 tablespoons of oil here. So did you see it, guys? So I hope it's clear. So we will put it into a medium heat until it's hot enough, and then put these dry ingredients that we have. So here, of course, later on we're gonna chop these vegetables for the sides. You know, when you eat a biryani, of course, you wanted like a fresh ingredients on the side. So, because sometimes it's because of the flavors that you're eating, so you wanted like a fresh ingredients afterwards. So, I'm just gonna prepare like this carrots here or the cucumber. Just slice it on the side, so when you keep on eating, then you can have it more if you like. So, that's what we do later on. And for now, I'm just gonna check who's... Oh, so Fredo's blog. Hi! I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you for watching. And on this, we will put our dry ingredients now. So dry ingredients in the pan, as we do on our chicken earlier. So we just want these ingredients to be fragrant. And then we put our water here. So you can always put this rice directly there, but we want it to be quick. So what I do is I just put the water, boil the water first, and then put the rice in. Just gonna show you at this time. So once this one is ready, now it's ready. I can smell the fragrance from this. So just be careful of putting the water in. You see, I mean. So what I do, I'll just switch off. So just switch off for now. Just put the water. So just be careful of putting this water since it's already hot. So here. So the water is there. It's about 1 liter of water. So I'm using like 1 cup of rice. It's because it's been soaked already, so it's already fluffy. So let this, I'll switch the heat on. So let this be boiled, and then we put the rice in. But you can always do the other way around. You can always, when you put a cooking oil and then all the dry ingredients, and then you can saute the rice that you've been soaked, it's also okay, and then put the water in. But since we're always in a hurry, as you know, if you've been watching this channel, so we can always give you the simplest way to do it and the quickest way to do it. So for the ingredients, I normally use whatever available ingredients that you have, because there's so many biryani recipe online, and then you're not familiar with those ingredients. So what I do in my channel, I always simplify all the ingredients that you will be able to just take it from your local markets. So it's just easy to do that. So we're just gonna check our chicken. So our chicken is looking good. You see, guys, You see the chicken that we have here? It's because I removed those bones, so it's just easy to cook it. So we're half there. See those? So that looks really nice. Just gonna simmer into a medium heat. There. I think with this chicken, it will take only like 5 minutes to 7 minutes, then the chicken is ready. Then I'm gonna show you afterwards the process. So just gonna simmer it one more. So you see our water here is already boiled. So now we're gonna put our rice here. So just be careful of putting the rice. I'm putting like liter by liter. I don't want to put right away because of course for safety, those water are really hot. So you always make sure that no one gets hurt while cooking. Here. Here. See? So once this one is boiled, you will cook it only for like a few minutes. So I normally cook it for maximum like 4 minutes. It's like until like it's almost cooked. It's like 90% cooked of the rice. And then you will strain it. So we're gonna need that rice to be in that chicken, like tap on that chicken, and it will work out really, really well. Here. It's because we soak already our rice in 30 minutes. That's why it's so easy just to cook this. See, we're almost there. So in 1 minute, we're gonna drain that. Just gonna leave that. And for now, for our chicken, so for this one, it's about time that we're gonna need our yogurt. So we will put our yogurt in. So it's about like 4 tablespoons of yogurt I'm using. So mix this up and cover it again, and then we taste it later on. And then that's the time that we're gonna season this. See this? It's so good. I'm excited for this. So just gonna simmer it again. And now we're gonna go back to our rice. So our rice is ready. I'll switch this off. So what I do, I'm just gonna strain this and then put it in a separate bowl. Sorry guys, I'm here. So we will just strain this here. Here. So I'm just be careful not to hurt yourself when you do this. So I know it's hard to just do it like 1 scoop at a time, but it's just the simplest way to do it, and also you'll not get hurt by doing this. So just give a little bit of patience when you do this. You see? So we're getting there. So for the last part, we're just gonna drain this and put it in our separate bowl and drain some more. So what I do with this, since it's already less water, so it's easy for me to just do this. See? Here. So here, just gonna show you this. So this is our rice that we're gonna be tap later on our biryani mix. So just keep this aside. This is like 90% cooked. You see this? See? It's not too cooked. It's like, you know, when you press it, you know that it's a harder part inside. So that's the best quantity that you can have here. So we're just gonna set this aside and we're gonna go back to our chicken. So save your question later. I'm gonna get back to you in a time. So I'm just gonna mix this chicken that we have. So here, you see this? This is looking so good. So it's already mixed up with yogurt thing. Now it's the time to taste this. So I'm gonna taste this one here. Just gonna get the spoon. So this time is the perfect time to season the biryani. Just gonna put a little bit of salt. I normally put a little because I wanted to taste those spices that I put on our biryani. So I don't want to be too salty. So here, just gonna mix that up. But it tastes really good. So you guys have to try it. It's just so easy to do it. See? And now, we're just gonna chop this coriander. So what I do is, I'm using these coriander roots. It's because I'm saving this for our garnish later. So I don't wanna waste this. So I'm just gonna use these roots on our chicken mix. So you just chop this off. Of course, you can always use the leaves. It's okay. That's what we normally use. But since I don't want to waste anything, so I'm just going to use this and tap this in the chicken that you have here. So easy, right? Chop the chicken. And what you're going to do is just mix it up again. So we're almost ready with this. So here, just mix it up. It's very easy. Let me check who's... Margaret is watching. So Margaret, you have to try this recipe. So I think when you don't want to be spicy, you can always do that. Just don't put the chili powder that you have. It's okay, it's fine. So that way you can have like a less spicy if people there doesn't want spicy food. So you can always do that. So now, what we're gonna do with this, since we are already taste everything and our chicken is ready as well, it's because we removed the bones on the chicken. So we're gonna top this rice on this. See? You see it? Yeah. Just gonna top this here. Here. So I hope you see it clearly on your side. So the smell, it's really good. So what I'm doing is, I'm just laying this off like this because we wanted to not to break those grains of the rice. So you just put it here. And what you'll do, you put it to a very low heat because you don't want to burn the chicken or the sauce that's in underneath. So I'm just putting in a very low heat and then simmer this for 5 minutes until 7 minutes, maximum 7 minutes, and then we're done. So I'm just putting a timer so I won't miss. So I'm putting it in 7 minutes. You're done. So for the meantime, I'm just gonna, if you have any question on the recipe, you can always ask. So I'm checking who's in. So you guys, thank you for always there in our live show, like Tina, Joy, Ochi, Margaret, Ram, Ivor. Ivor is always watching. And thank you for coming by, Fredo's Blog. Sorry for that. So it's nice to have you at this time. So I hope you can come in anytime. Also, we are doing our live every week and every Saturday. So you can always pop in and then learn how to cook. So it's just simple. So for our biryani, I normally eat like a fresh breads, as I said earlier, on the side. So let's just prepare while we are waiting for our rice to be finished. So we are preparing our veg on the side. So I'm just gonna peel some carrots. So we just peel these carrots and then slice it up. So it depends on how you wanted the size slice. So just gonna have it here. So just gonna slice this way, just get rid of this part. So what I do, I'll just slice it off like on the side. So it depends on how you want it for the carrots. Because some of you wanted to slice it in a longer way. It's also okay to do that. So I'll just prepare to just cut it this way. A very thin cut here. So just gonna put this. So we are 2 here. So this serving is for 2 people. So but usually I'm eating a lot of veg, so it's just for me. Yeah, Ivor, you have to come over to taste it. It's really good and it smells so good. Even I just cover it up. So for our cucumber, I'm just gonna scrape some. Don't wanna scrape more of this. Okay, and then slice it also as the same as you slice the carrots. So how do you want it to eat your biryani if you're eating biryani? You normally have a yogurt on the side, but for me, I don't usually eat with the yogurt on the side for my biryani. But it depends on you if you wanted to have like a yogurt on the side. Because I already put the yogurt inside the chicken, so I just don't see how you wanted the yogurt again. But of course, it depends on how you like it. So I just normally eat with vegetable on the side. Then I'm done. Then I start eating. So actually, when I wake up this morning, I was craving for biryani. I said, it's a perfect time to do the biryani dish because I want to eat it today. So here. So for those people in the Philippines, you see how easy it is to make the biryani. So you can always try this recipe. And for the ingredients, it's always there on the description below. So just check it out. So if you don't know about the spices there, so you can always Google it and find it. And my sister said like in a Shopee, you can always find it. So, and I want to have a slice of tomato on the side too. So here, just gonna put this one. And just gonna chop our coriander for the toppings of our biryani later on. And I'm putting this mint as well to top on those on the biryani. It's because I have a mint leaf, so I don't want to waste it. So I'll just put it in today. So see, you don't want to waste anything, especially at this time. So you have to respect all the ingredients and make sure if you have the ingredients, use it all and don't waste anything. Okay, so now we're good. Go. And of course, we have the fried onions here. So, yeah. I hope, Ivor, you're gonna make this recipe. I think you will like it and I think you miss it. Being here in UAE for a long time, you always go for this recipe. For some time. So we have only 5 seconds and then we're done. So I'm just gonna show you. See? We're done. So you can always have this timer with you. For me, this is very useful, especially when you have so many things that you are cooking at the same time. So I usually get this timer on. So when I needed to cook at this time, then I get noticed right away. So, and it's so loud as well, so it's easy. See, just gonna open our biryani. Look at that. See? So now we're done. I will transfer it here so you can see it. So I wanna show you how it looks like here. So I'll open it. Look at that. It's so nice. So if I open it, look how pretty our biryani is. So at this point, what you will do is top this with the fried shallots here and top it with coriander and also this mint leaves. So just gonna put it all here. And of course, you're gonna serve that one with our sides here. You have to check it. So this is just the slices of tomato and also carrots and also cucumber. So if you have any question, let me check again our chat. Leah also is watching at this moment. I don't think she can have this kind of food for now. So thank you guys for being with me all the time. So Joy, Tina, Margaret, Ochiram, and Freda's blog, and of course Ivor, who's been watching since. So thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoy this recipe. So I'll see you next time for another easy recipe to make. See you guys. Bye.